Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Kirby Super Star for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. We are in the middle of Milky Way Wishes. And I have done some digging, and I have just learned I haven't missed a thing when it comes to abilities. So we're batting 1,000 on abilities right now. I'm amazed. I thought I would have missed at least one, but no. The only ones we're missing are Yo-Yo, Plasma, Ninja, and Mirror. Those are the only ones that we're missing. We're going to find 2 here, and we're going to find 2 in the other world. And by here, I mean this place where I'm pressing A at, which is Mech-Eye. We have our little Revenge of Meta Knight reference in this game. And we are going to look around and find a one up there. How do we get in? Oh, just like that. And I am just going to burn you to death. I don't want to walk on those because that will cause me to fall on those things if I dally around for too long. And yeah, it was a good thing I set myself on fire there. Ow. So that way, in case that enemy tried to approach me, he'd get destroyed. That little laser shooting enemy there. And we do want to fly when we get over here, so that way we can get over here. And that one-up is going to be hard to get. I'm not exactly worried about it. At the same time, though, there are some abilities that I am worried about. I want to make sure that I get them. That one will probably require Mirror to get. Unless we can somehow hit stuff. We can hit that with Beam, maybe. Yeah, we can hit that with Beam. And that actually triggered an alternate area where I can go. Don't want to touch those little orange things up there because those things will hurt you if you do. And you are getting tossed up there. What is going on here? I'm also pretty certain that there is a bomb block that I don't want to hit around here either. What happens if I keep pressing? No. There's a pit down there. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. And I get rid of your boomerang because I feel like it. Okay. Oh, I didn't even notice that was right there. Yeah, again, you don't want to touch those. And there is another thing that I want to hit right here. I don't know what that takes you to. Okay, it'll open that. I will leave that door for a little later. And I am taking a dumb amount of damage. I am taking some very dumb damage. Thankfully... Really? You're gonna respawn right there? Okay. Now we can go in that door. Ah, I see where we're going here. We do want to go over here. How did I end up over there? Note to self, do not swallow enemies on lifts. You will do some weird things with the game. And I believe that if I go down into this door, we will get the Yo-Yo ability. So we have 3 left to go. And we just go all the way up here. And just cheat our way up to the top of this chamber here. And no, we need to go all the way to the right. That would help a little better, I think. In case we need the food again, I'll just go ahead and get it right there. And I'll be needing the food again. Yay. At least I can destroy the both of you. That's a good thing. Okay. There are some switches. Let's see what happens if we hit this one. Okay, we can hit those and get that. And that's pretty much all there is to this one. So we don't even need to use that chamber because we have the yo-yo ability. So that's a thing. And now to grab food we don't even need just because. There's a maximum tomato there in case you need it, though I'm probably not going to need it. And from here we're going to be facing a whole ton of mini-bosses. Here's the walrus guy. Can I grab this guy? Yes, I can. Maximum tomato. And over here... And he grabbed me. You're a jerk. I'm gonna wait for you to start throwing fireballs and then give you what for. And every time you beat an enemy or a mini-boss in this section, you will get some food. And I'll just go ahead and grab Yo-Yo again. Amazing how much range you have with this one. This probably has like the best range for a limited range power-up. Or ability, rather. Really, really good. There are some with better range, such as Plasma, if you fully charge that one up. And if I could destroy you, that'd be great. Just laying waste to everybody with a yo-yo. That should be a thing that should not be possible. Smack you right into the ground. And who is here? Bonkers. And happy birthday to the ground. That was cool how I just hit that nut out of midair. Speaking of things... Can I hit that? No. What can I hit? Fighter. That'll work. 3 1-ups and a maximum tomato. I will take that. But what will happen if I go to the left? Another mini-boss. Yeah, beating Bonkers will allow you to exit, but I don't want to exit just yet. And I was trying to dash into him, and that did not work. Actually, that's a her. And by beating this enemy, we get the Plasma ability at last. We could have used that to break that bomb block earlier, but I had Fighter, and that amazingly had really good range, so... Fighter apparently has better range than Yo-Yo, apparently. Who would have thought? Wish I had saved that maximum tomato, but oh well. We'll still be able to do this. And it's Heavy Lobster. They're back. Okay, I was about ready to move out of the way there in case the flamethrower decided to start working again. Thankfully, I did back up this time. And this time I am able to finish this one off with relatively few problems. So we've got Plasma, we've got Yo-Yo, we just need Mirror Ninja, and that will be in this area, Half Moon. At least I remember the name of this area. And you get bashed around a bit, and you can keep holding up just to enter the door as soon as you stop. And we have a very windy area here. This area is a little interesting. I want to stay close to the ground, though. Ow. And we could destroy that and get to the area at the end, though, but I don't exactly want to do that quite yet, because there are some areas that we can go. You know what? No, no, no. We are using Wing. And we're now out of the flying with the air pellet in our mouth animation because we can't do that while in Wing. And I'm taking a bunch of damage. Not fun. And if I could do this without getting knocked everywhere, that would be great. And there is a room here that I do want to go into. I think. Do I want to go in there? I don't know. I feel like I should have went into that. No, actually no. I just now remembered. If you go into that warp star, you won't have to do that whole section I did the hard way. That's all that does. I just now remembered. Amazing what actually trying to think about a game that you've done no practice runs for and you haven't played in about 14 years, even though you played it since 1996, around the time of the release, since you were a 10-year-old kid. Amazing what that will do for you. And as much as I like this attack, I'm going to use Bomb here. There we go. Amazing how Bomb and Sword are right next to each other and just palette swaps of each other. I do want to go in here. I do want to break this and get the mirror ability. So all we have left is Ninja. Also, these enemies are purple. That's awesome. And we also end up over here above the door once we leave. Dandy. Where's Ninja on the list? Okay, last one, third row. Let's plow through here with the minecart. Now, there should be a place that we can go where we can find the ninja ability. Because there's so few places that we can go. And we could use the ability to take the warp star and just fly through here, but I'm gonna fly through this the old-fashioned way, just to be safe. That didn't take a whole lot of effort. There's another one up. You're over here, and that we just made it to the boss just like that. I'm gonna take care of you first, because you're right in front of me. And I'm pretty sure. And, yeah. I knew that this enemy would give me a hard time. But if we go in here, we should be able to go to one more area. Which is this area where we keep flying upwards. Want to be careful. We got a bunch of Sparkies. We bought a bunch of Gordos. We have these little sleepy enemies. I believe that's where we want to go. Let's pull out Fighter. That way we can hit that a little early. And we have the ninja ability! We now have every single deluxe copy ability in the game! Also, I basically described every ability in the game before I got the Milky Way Wishes. I thought I would have to explain at least one, but apparently that was not the case. But we now have every ability in the game, as you can see. Very good. I'm going to go back to Fighter. Break this. There's some food around here, but we're not going to need any of it. Game is very thoughtful about said food, though. And why are you going in? Or can you go through water? There's a maximum tomato over there, too, but we're not going to take that. And is the computer virus thing from Great Cave Offensive? Almost. This time around, however, you have 3 new battles, and I'm going to stick to the left here. You have the Witch, but we can't do anything. And I need to watch what I'm doing here. Also, you know what? Because I've fought this enemy before, we're just going to use the yo-yo ability here. And just lay waste to it. And we have a new enemy here, the Evil Knight. We're attacked by Evil Knight. They shoot stars. We can attack them with it for a bunch of damage. They can also cast a night spell. I don't know what I'm doing here. I can't believe I'm going to die to this. And Evil Knight is now storing energy. I'm pretty sure that they attack with the stored energy, they will do more damage. And it's a good thing I avoided that. Sorry if I'm not speaking a whole bunch, I'm just trying to concentrate here and wait for our friend, the Evil Knight, to attack. And you know what? I've just lost all patience here. And I have almost no energy left, and I don't feel like dying. So we're now fighting a red dragon. This red dragon has the ability to shoot stars super fast. And just to make sure I don't die, I'm just going to use bomb over and over. The red dragon will retreat. The red dragon also has a 8-way attack just like that when it scratches. And it can also blow you back. And in case it blows you back, it can also send projectiles at the same time. And there's that flamethrower attack. I'm glad I blocked. I'm glad I did this after all. I still have 15 lives. I'm still not dead at any point in Milky Way Wishes. And I still have all these useless points that will have absolutely no impact on any of the gameplay in any part of this game whatsoever. So now, we can get the final star. We've gotten all 7 stars to power up the Star Rod. And we now have something in this little corner here. Do I have full health? I do have full health. I do want to get rid of Bomb, though. Because actually, nah. I'll just go ahead and just do this without a helper. You can get a helper for this stage. They'll have their own. Well, you'll see. So, we just now figured out that Marx did this just to trick us into helping him control all of the known universe. As soon as we finally summon Nova, after getting all of the stars with the Star Rod, and our attempt to keep the Sun and Moon from fighting, Marx butts in and just says, and takes our wish from us, basically says he wants to control all of Popstar. Nova grants that wish. And now the Sun and Moon are now no longer fighting, and they are fighting Nova. And if you press Y here, you get a little shooter segment. Now you can have a helper here. You can even get one just by pressing start on the second controller, I believe. And if you do that, in the next section, your helper will be bird on. And I can't believe I touched the floor. This is just like any other shooter, except this is super easy and good for people who don't play shooters. I'm trying not to die here. Come on, gang. You don't want to run on any walls, floors, or ceilings as you shoot at everything. Just keep pressing Y. Does this thing have a... Yes, it does. Ride the starship made from star power into the heart of Nova in order to stop Mars' evil plan to take over Dreamland. So we used our 7 stars that we got in all the stages to summon this ship, and now we're able to fly through Mars and just destroy everything. We can use a control pad to move in 8 directions, A, B, X, and Y, and fire, and of course you can't collide with any walls, floors, or ceilings. We do speed up here a little bit. If you know what you're doing, though, this should be easy to get through. For best results, stay all the way to the left. And we now need to shoot these things as quickly as possible. And thankfully I didn't take too much damage, so this was easy to do. And we have gotten rid of nearly every single thing. You can tell which ones have been destroyed and which ones have not just by looking at them. You'll be able to destroy 6 if you're fast enough, but you'll have to go backwards to take care of the other 2. And you may have to... Really? I finally died in Milky Way Wishes. Because I took just enough damage to not get through that in one fell swoop. But thankfully, we can do this again. We can just button mash our way through this like nobody business. And yes, those 2 projectiles that go at an angle, those things can hit enemies too. You probably already figured that out. Like so. And we have to take damage from this thing no matter what. You're always forced to take at least 1 hit. But we finally destroyed the core of Nova. Somewhat. So Nova is no longer operational. But now we have this battle to deal with. And I'm going to try to fight Mars without an ability. This was what I consider to be one of the better boss battles I saw in this game as a kid. And we want to avoid these green things and remember where they land, because where they land, they create those little cactus columns, and you'll see that circle on the floor. You want to avoid it, so that way Mars doesn't rise up on you. When he does that, when he shows up on the lower corner of the screen, you want to fly up so that way he doesn't hit you. And you want to jump over that. You want to stay on the ground and jump over that. And then you want to fly up in the air to avoid that laser. Mars will now teleport. He does that again. Whenever he does that, you can swallow one of the projectiles and spit it back at him. And then when he teleports to do this attack, you'll be able to spit it back at him before he goes upwards. You just keep running from one side to the other. Whoop! Now there's another attack that he does. And I'm trading for it. I'm waiting for him to do it. Ow. Well, at least I get to do that early. Okay, he's teleporting again. He's doing that. If you don't want to get knocked back a bit and you want to keep from taking damage from that, be sure to block. That way you don't take any damage from that. I did not know you were going to do that. No, that will freeze you. I don't want to do that. There's a laser again. It's a good thing I kind of remembered about that. And he flies around to the left, in case he's off screen a little bit. There's another attack that he does. At least that one won't... Okay, that one will still manifest itself. Yeah, as soon as that... attack lines up with you. I forgot I was going to say there. Yeah, and I didn't want to get frozen by that. Come on, get up there. Okay. There's one attack that he does, and I don't know what it is. Or, I do know what it is, but I haven't seen it yet. I'll know it when I see it. And it's a good thing I blocked. And that was a close one. As long as I was moving, he wasn't going to be able to hit me that much. Nope. What am I doing? I can't believe I got hit by that. I thought he was going to do something else. He won't always be low to the ground when he does. There it is! When he goes up and down like that and then splits and then pretends to split in two, he does that little vortex attack, and if you get caught in it, you take a load of damage. The main thing you want to wait for is him trying to split in two, because that's when you know he's going to do that. Yeah. Are you going to do the attack again or no? I can't believe I didn't wait. And yes, that thing does vertically track you. You do not want to be anywhere near March when he does that attack. And it's a good thing I got away from him. So are you going to do the thing or no? Looks like I'll have the block again. And I'm just going to duck down here so that way I don't get hit. There we go. You're going to teleport again. I'm going to wait for you. And see what you do from here. Nope. Oh no! I got caught in it anyway. I can't take any more damage or else I'm going to have to start this whole boss battle over. And I'm ducking so I don't get hit by the laser. You know what? I tried. I'm just going to use an ability from here on in. But you kind of get the picture of how to do that. Do all that without an ability in case you actually do want to do it. So I know I can do it, I just don't feel like it anymore. You're just going to get whacked with a yo-yo over and over again. Because I'm just sick and tired. And I know you're just going to do that thing again. And that was cool. I managed to get some stealth offense in there and just hit him with the yo-yo. That was pretty neat. And I can't believe I allowed that to happen. But you know what? It's a good thing I have the abilities because game over for Marks. Marks falls right onto Nova. Nova is destroyed. The Sun and Moon are no longer fighting. Everybody returns to Popstar. Peace prevails once again. The end. But before we go back to the main game selection, we get this interesting little screen. Kirby's back at home. He's asleep. And we get the credits. So, how does this game stack up? Even though we haven't played this game all the way through yet, there's still more. Well, this is a very, very interesting game. You have 9 short games or rather 8 short games in one. Wait a minute. Spring Breeze, Dynablade, Gourmet Mace, Great Cave Offensive, Revenge of Mennonite, Milky Way Wishes, and you got the 2 mini-games that I have yet to play. But there is another game, and we'll see it at the very end of this video. And it's amazing what versatile ideas there are. There's a remake of Kirby's Dream Land. There's an original concept with its own little world map, so technically 2. There's a game where Mennonite is the main enemy and not DDD, but really you go after Mennonite again. Mennonite gets his own game where he's the primary antagonist. Dynablade shows up as an original bad guy in a short, one of the first games that we played, and that one has its own world map. Would have been interesting if that were fleshed out upon on a future game in some way. There was a Great Cave Offensive, which had us searching for treasure, and we spent a lot of time playing that. We had Milky Way Wishes, which had its own overworld, where you could go in any direction you wanted. Again, kind of like Dynablade having its own overworld, but it was more of a Super Mario World map. Milky Way Wishes, you can go in 8 directions and go anywhere you wanted, provided it was a planet on the world map. And it was very easy to tell where you could and couldn't go. I have yet to play the 2 mini games, but I can tell you those are good. Also, Satoru Iwata produced this. I don't think there's been a Nintendo game that I don't think I've played that doesn't have him involved. At least any classic ones, anyway. And Milky Way Wishes did away with swallowing enemies for abilities, and you just collected them all, and you had them all forever, and you could collect them all and select them whenever you so wished. So that was a pretty weird idea in a Kirby game in and of itself, and I'm glad that they played around with it. Helped make Milky Way Wishes just a little bit more memorable. May have made it a little easier, but definitely made it memorable. And at the end of the credits, the game tells us there's more, as Kirby flies off. And if we press A, we get the arena. The arena. I'm really trying to find words to say this. This is the boss rush of the game. You can go in here, go into this game. You have limited healing ability. You can heal yourself between rounds, but you can only take so much damage throughout the entire thing. And you go through every boss battle and mini boss battle in the game. And the road is pretty random. You may fight Fatty Whale at the beginning you may fight a selection of mini bosses. You may fight the core of Marks, or the core of Nova rather. You may fight Heavy Lobster. You never know who you're gonna fight in what order. The order is always random, but you'll always fight Marks at the end. So Arena is definitely the boss rush mode, and I'll be showing that off in the next video. Join me next time where we go through the arena and try to do the boss rush mode and see what happens from there. And then after that, I'll show off Megaton Punch and Samurai Kirby. So until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!